When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Fielded in the end zone, it's Selvia. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back.
Hits the afterburners. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Dingle. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Off play action. Unloads to the right. He's got him wide open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinal!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tar Heels offense will get the ball for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, with the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop it. man, and just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Hardy. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Now the play fake. Now rolling to the left. Time to take a shot. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, North Carolina. Talk about keeping your eyes downfield and then unleashing one on a rope.
And having a guy like that can buy time and beat you down the field with his feet, but also what you said was the most important thing. Keeps his eyes down the field. He's not looking to run the football. He can, but he's looking to do damage and make a big play down the field. Because he had his eyes up, he could do that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Makes the grab.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the 1st down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Caught over the middle. It's Lee. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Stanford! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
That's caught. It's Duarte. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Gonna let it fly. Grabs it inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dingle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. It's a draw. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down.
Number 10 in punt formation to kick it away.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught in the backfield. It's Hardy. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Dingle. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5, and now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! Special teams proving to be special. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Grabs it in the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It's complete on the right side. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early.
There he goes. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He wants to throw it again. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Snagged out of the air. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires on the move. On target to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. To the air on first down. It's complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. He'll pull it on the read. Across the 25, he's got room. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a big gain. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the Tar Heels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the left. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
35, Stanford, 21.
Coming out with it, it's Selvia. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the ground, it's Dingle. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Pearson pressure. He's going to brings into the open. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dingle. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Lee. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They boot it away. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Got it, looking for a first. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
But you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Fires to the tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and the defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Dingle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football.
Makes the grab past the marker. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. On the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for room. It's Harding. Makes a man miss. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can do it.
That's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Back to pass on second down. Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Stanford quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light in the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on 4th down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter 4th down.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Smashes ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Stanford!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown! end zone to give them 6. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boise State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And quickly to the line of scrimmage. They spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lee. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Stanford wants to push the pace. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
On 4th down, going to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball